So, have you ever wanted to completely stand out in your career? Or, maybe just travel the world without hitting constant communication roadblocks? What if you could finally ditch those subtitles in your favorite movies and actually get every single joke? Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're breaking down the absolute most effective strategies for mastering English. Let's dive right in and see how learning this language can literally change your life.
Okay, so here's our roadmap for the explainer today. We've got 5 sections. 1. Why English changes everything. 2. Fluency over perfect grammar. 3. Proven daily learning techniques. 4. Essential everyday English expressions. And finally, 5. The 7-day action plan. Let's get right to it.
All right, Section 1. Why English changes everything.
You know, millions of people around the world are learning English right now. And I promise you, it's not just to pass some grammar test. It's a massive global bridge. Just imagine walking into an interview for an international company and absolutely acing it, or writing flawless emails and running meetings with total ease. And then taking that exact same success on the road, effortlessly booking your hotels, ordering amazing food, and making genuine friends across totally different cultures. Plus, when you're finally kicking back at home, you're enjoying movies, books, and YouTube videos exactly the way they were meant to be consumed.
Because here's the thing about relying on translations or subtitles, you're actually missing out on the full experience. Translations almost always miss the authentic jokes, the really raw emotions, and all those subtle cultural nuances of the original content. Having direct understanding gives you the full, completely unfiltered impact of whatever it is you're watching or reading.
Moving on to Section 2, Fluency over perfect grammar.
Okay, here is a massive truth bomb that every single language learner needs to hear. Communication is way, way more important than perfection. Seriously, so many learners just worry entirely too much about making mistakes. But here's a little secret from the source material. Native speakers make mistakes literally all the time. Your confidence is only going to grow by actually speaking, not by waiting around until you think your grammar is absolutely flawless. A major reason people just throw in the towel is because they get so frustrated when they don't understand every single word. But guys, that is completely normal. There's this great example in the source material about watching a documentary in English without the subtitles on. At first, yeah, it's really tough. But if you just keep listening, after about 10 minutes or so, your ears will naturally adjust, your brain gets familiar with the sounds, and you just start to understand so much more. The trick is to focus on understanding the main idea, rather than stressing yourself out over every individual word.
Which brings us to Section 3, Proven Daily Learning Techniques.
So, one of the absolute best brain hacks for language learning is using context. Instead of agonizing over memorizing single isolated words, you should always try to learn full phrases. For example, don't just memorize the word decision. Learn the whole phrase, make a decision. Instead of just experience, learn gain experience. When you study like this, it's like a giant puzzle clicking into place. Your brain remembers the vocabulary much more naturally because it already gets the context.
Now, another incredibly powerful daily technique is called shadowing. Basically, shadowing means you listen to a native speaker and then you repeat the words immediately right after them. Your goal here is to copy their pronunciation, their specific rhythm, and their intonation as closely as you possibly can. Now, I know it might feel a little silly at first to be talking out loud to yourself, but it's proven to be one of the absolute fastest ways to level up your spoken English.
Actually, let's try some shadowing right now. I want you to repeat these 4 positive mantras out loud with me. Ready? I believe in myself. I improve every single day. Mistakes help me learn. I speak English with confidence. Boom! Excellent. Do that every single day and just watch your fluency completely skyrocket.
All right, Section 4, Essential Everyday English Expressions.
Think of these 5 expressions as your ultimate toolkit for casual conversation. If a colleague is rushing around, just tell them, take your time. If someone shares a brilliant idea, saying, that's a good point, shows instant agreement. When you're wrapping up a meeting, throwing out an I'm looking forward to it shows great enthusiasm. It depends gives you a ton of flexibility when an answer might change based on the situation. And for almost any minor hiccup, a simple no worries smooths everything right over. It literally fits perfectly into almost any social interaction.
Finally, we have Section 5, the 7-day action plan.
So here's my direct challenge to you for the next 7 days. Immerse yourself completely. Listen to English for 20 minutes, then immediately speak out loud for 10. Build that vocabulary up by learning 5 new full phrases. Remember, no isolated words. Finally, lock it all in by reading 1 short article and writing 5 sentences of your own. Small, consistent daily habits like this, they compound into truly amazing results over time.
At the end of the day, remember that this isn't about being perfect. It's just about being understood. So, start your 7-day action plan today. Embrace those inevitable mistakes and stay curious. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. I'll leave you with this one thought. If just 30 minutes a day can completely rewire how your brain communicates, what opportunities will your new fluency unlock for you exactly 1 year from today?